Up next is Tyreek Stevenson, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Texans and the Jags, just ahead on EA Sports.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 16 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Big 13 heavy.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Still shedding tackles. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 17 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another tote for Etienne. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit. It makes them a little bit less confident.
Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. That one complete. It's tanked down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times, maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Moore. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That pass complete to Moore. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. It's a down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Play action, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
Touchdown, Texans! Tank Dell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week, maybe because of game plan. They know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. Running out of the gun with ETN. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Big 13 heavy. Silver.
Lawrence. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. ETN once more. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. ETN up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 109 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Easy, route. 13 loop. Here we go.
A handoff for ETN. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Think right.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Think right open.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the run. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Two and now on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down and a yard. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They go again with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Pierce. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars 17-yard.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The tight end in motion right. They'll run here with Pierce. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Lawrence. Good coverage downfield. Led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, Tua got his man, Dell. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tua going to throw. That is caught by Dell. And out across midfield down to the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now ETN to start the drive to about the 40-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Heavy. Here we go.
On third down, Dixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man, it's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tua now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Tua. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.